These 8 young men are the UK's most pathetic wimps. They've all lost the idea of what it is to be a real man. So we've dumped them in a remote forest, cut them off from civilization, and are subjecting them to a series of brutal trials. These will help the wimps rediscover the value of courage, strength, pain, and honour. Last time on Wimps to Warriors, the guys blasted away terrorists, chucked pigs about, and somehow walked on burning coals. This is Canadian Ironman Craig Campbell. His mission is to transform the weeds so that eventually one can be crowned Wimps to Warriors champion.
Now, let's get back to weeding out the wastes of space. Here on Wimps to Warriors, there's only a certain amount of shiteness we can tolerate, and I, for one, have had enough of some of this lot. Now, as in nature, only the fittest will survive our man camp.
After the next 3 trials, half the wimps will be booted out. The weakest. John, Norman, Mike and Michael will have to work hard to save their arses. Today's show's a biggie. They must prove themselves at the ancient English skill of burning tar barrel running, by getting to grips with the manly responsibility of killing for the table, and finally by performing a heroic 007-style rescue with a bang.
Let's plow on and see who's got the killer instinct to win in a battle of man against chicken.
A true man has always provided food. He knows that a nice pet can make a much nicer dinner. Sounds simple, but for the African Maasai people it didn't used to be. The tribe's boys had to be circumcised without anaesthetic before they were allowed to go hunting, and they had to master that before they could run off into battle.
A Maasai warrior was called a Moran. They were feared and they were respected, not only because they wore makeup and got away with it, but because one of their rituals was that they would leave the village and not return until they had killed an animal, preferably a lion. The pride and the confidence that was gained from this is surely something that's missing in today's world. That pride has to contribute to what it is to be a man. All right, boys, I don't know if we're all ready for today, but I'm going to show you how to kill, pluck, and gut a bird for the table. And the person who does that the quickest will be the winner today.
Johnny Crockett here is one of the UK's top survival experts. He runs an outdoor endurance school and believes strongly in the value of knowing where your food really comes from.
We live in a very sort of clinical and well-packaged society, and what we're doing here is we're just taking them back a stage. And if they're prepared to eat meat, they should be prepared to take part in the process of taking it from animal to supermarket, sort of flat fat. It's one of those things, there's no point in killing just for killing's sake.
Yeah.
I think that these guys will hate every second of it.
Yeah.
But afterwards, they'll go, oh, all right, yeah, I can do that. And internally, you know, their character will begin to grow. And I think it could be a life-changing situation for some of them.
The point of this trial is to put our guys back in touch with the reality of food. If anyone's going to eat animals, they should be prepared to kill them. How many of us are?
Now, one thing I do have to say about this is that when you get your chicken, you must look after it and you must treat it as humanely as possible. Now, this one here is nice and calm, and if you're calm with the bird will be calm with you. If you stop, the neck muscles will flood with adrenaline, and the muscles will become as hard as iron, and you will find it incredibly difficult. So have the courage of your convictions, be really, really confident, think about what you're doing, and just go for it. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yep. Good, good. Everybody else happy? 2 fingers round the skull. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down and twist. What we're doing here is we're going to try and separate the vertebrae in the neck. And that will sever the spinal column. End of story. Okay? Right. Okay. Now then what I want you to do is I want you to feel, just feel the neck. It's all right.
Is she dead?
It is dead.
If our guys are successful, they then need to pluck the chicken and gut it. If they're not, our expert will step in immediately and kill the chicken humanely, and that Wimp's trial will be over.
I feel so guilty now.
Even at this early stage, today's task seems to have split the group. It's no surprise to see hypersensitive Paul and Mike not getting stuck in.
Just stroke it a bit. It's fine, isn't it?
It's fine. Poor thing.
Poor thing.
Training over, it's time to see who can bring home the bacon. Chicken.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yes. I'm absolutely ready.
First up are Chris and Paul. The chickens are from a local farm and are destined for the table anyway. This is no worse than what happens in the abattoir.
Paul has chicken. Chris has chicken.
Chicken ready.
Paul has found he is unable to continue with the trial.
To be quite honest, running around in a pen, sort of killing chickens, really isn't my thing.
Chris has caught the chicken. He now needs to kill it.
You check, please.
Oh, there's a professional hand on a neck.
Chris has not managed to kill the chicken, so Johnny's had to step in. Chris's trial ends here.
And I said, can you just come and check? The chicken's eyes were closed. I just said, can you come and check that I've done this right?
Just to make sure that the bird wasn't going to be sort of flapping around and to make sure it wasn't in distress, I thought, right, let's go for it, because you...
With points being so critical now, Chris has taken his disqualification badly.
He said, just let me carry on, it'll be fine.
After that disappointment, it's Michael and James's go.
Handle chickens ready. There you go, Michael.
Michael's there.
Nice effort.
He's been nutmegged.
Okay.
Catching it is one thing from a speed point of view, but I think the hardest part would have been the neck breaking.
Pull.
I did actually close my eyes and did that because it's not the greatest of feelings, not at all anyway.
With Michael having successfully completed the kill, James needs to follow suit to stay in the running.
Hard, James. Concentrate.
Go for it.
Who stole your unicycle? Who stole?
I didn't have the right technique or something. I just tried to pull it as strong as I could and it just didn't work for some reason.
OK, I couldn't let the chicken go through any more of that.
No, sure.
All right.
At least I've sort of faced up to what eating meat actually involves. Someone's got to kill it, so...
OK, that was a very good effort, James.
OK, thanks.
Well done.
You win some, you lose some, I suppose.
Now I'm a lot more relaxed. I don't feel as guilty, shall I say. I don't feel as bad now. Now, you know, it's not flapping, it's stone dead now. I don't feel too bad. Just got really relaxed once I was plucking it and the cutting. And obviously once I've got a bit of the chicken blood on me, it makes no difference anymore. I ain't going to be one of these that says, oh, I ain't doing that, because
you're here.
At the end of the day, we're all here to experience what I call extreme challenges.
Yeah.
Challenges that do exist. They're not just made up purely for the programme. Obviously, it got a little bit more intermediate when I was pulling out all its insides, etc.
Nice job.
After I slit through the top of its neck, that's what really got me, you know, itching my feet a little bit.
Is that it? Are we ready to rock? Yeah!
It just got really relaxed, basically, if that's the word I can use on it. It got really relaxed and it was OK to do.
I'm absolutely bricking it about this task. I've walked on hot coals, I've pierced myself, I've climbed up poles, all activities that could hurt me, but I wasn't worried about them. Actually, wringing a chicken's neck, that is concerning me.
Don't get me wrong, I don't like killing anyone, anything, but this is going to sound really sick. I am looking very forward to getting in there and breaking that chicken's neck and killing it.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Both Norman and Richard need to do well here, as Norman is in the expulsion zone and Richard is only one place away from it.
Right there, Norman's taking advantage of the cornered chicken principle, and he has a chicken. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Go for it. Really pull hard, Norman, pull hard.
I struggled to begin with, trying to kill it. because when I squeezed it, I couldn't find the breaking point, if you want to call it that.
That's got it. That's got it. That's got it. Yeah. Hard and fast.
Oh, it's gone.
Nice one, Richard.
Looks as though it's gone. Well done, that's good. That's very good, mate.
I'll never forget that actual crunch of the neck, but the thing that did disturb me is mine seemed to be flapping around for ages.
Oh, shit.
I mean, there was a bit of me that thought, is it dead, is it dead?
You little bastard.
Continue to...
He's making a noise.
Although the bird is flapping about, it is well and truly dead. Reflexes are causing the muscles to contract.
His eye's now open, honestly.
That's all right.
It wasn't before, though.
No, it's just the nerves. No.
We got to call in Quincy for you, Richard? What the hell's going on here? Pluck the bird so we can eat.
Norman is getting stuck in. He needs these points.
I am desperate. I am extremely desperate for points.
How many points do you want, Norman?
10.
You going to get them?
Yes.
Yeah, that's more like it, yeah.
Have you ever done this before or anything close to it, Norman?
I made a really nice kessel once.
You which?
I said I made a really nice kessel once.
You made a kettle once.
Casserole.
Casserole?
Yeah, turkey casserole. Yeah.
A turkey casserole.
Oh, yes.
It's neck and neck. We could be in for a photo finish.
Nice. Yeah, nice work, Norman.
Get the knife in there.
Oh, God, it's so warm in there. Oh, my God. I can feel everything. When all the organs came out and that little tube, I'm not really good with the names, I really did feel sick, emotionally as well as physically as well, because, you know, it was chicken alive. What do you reckon? Still more stuff in there?
Yeah, you've got a lung in there. Oh, it needs to come out on the left-hand side.
I was quite glad in a way because it made me forget that it was once a live chicken, and I just considered it just a bit of meat.
That's good to cook.
Nice job, Norman.
I've given it my best shot.
Oh, is it chicken eating time?
Well, that's ready to cook, Richard. That's ready to cook. Well
done. Nice job, you guys.
Good effort.
It isn't a little thing. This really is a big thing. I have taken a life of something that wasn't threatening me. I appreciate it was maybe put on this earth to feed humans, or it was God's creation. He gave us meat. But when you actually do take that life yourself, it does feel weird.
All right, both of you are clear on your objective?
Yes.
Let's cock-a-doodle do it.
All right.
Fucking hell.
A strange double act, this. Cold-hearted killer John and soft boy Mike.
Stay, you little bastard.
Nice effort, John.
One just bounced up against the wall and thought, badoing, badoing's like, I'm getting you next time, sort of thing.
Pull and pull.
Oh, my
pull,
God.
Pull, and twist your hand. That's it. That's it. As I
Pull
taught you.
harder.
Pull,
harder.
It hasn't gone.
Oh, yeah, I felt that click.
You felt
But it
it
was
go.
good fun. I didn't mind killing the thing. I've got no qualms about killing a chicken.
Get out and get plucking.
So when I broke the neck, I thought, whew, at least I'm going to be in fourth. Possibility of like, going higher, but fourth is a definite placing for me now. Yeah, let's get this mother plucker on the road.
John may have enjoyed that, but Mike can't even get near the thing. It could be lentils for him from now on.
I can't grab it. I've learned today that no, I couldn't kill an animal. You know, that's just a chicken. You know, I could never kill an animal, not to eat anyway.
That was very good indeed.
Thank you very much. We can make a good feather duster out of this lot.
Have you ever worked, John?
I've been a barman.
You're allowed in a bar? Jeez. No wonder this country's...
falling to pieces.
Thanks for finishing my sentence for me there, John. Nice job on the legs there. Yeah.
John, that one's
Better.
good to cook.
Yeah, it's good?
Good to cook, yeah.
Nice
That's fine.
job.
Well done. That's brilliant.
Nice work, John.
With the trial over at last, the hunters reflect on their efforts.
He seems pretty miserable.
It's a bit annoying being defeated at the very first hurdle.
I just wanted to do the whole thing just to prove to myself that I could do it. And now it just seems pointless.
No matter how hungry I was, I honestly don't think I could do it. So if that makes me a wimp, I don't think it does.
No, I don't. No, I've just, you know, at the end of the day, this is all about
extreme challenges, you know.
I'm sure pretty much everyone here will have been nervous going in there, but you can't go in there a bit namby-pamby, can you? If you go in there with any nerves, you'll just end up hurting it. You've got to go in there with
You've got to go in there
conviction.
yeah, you've got to go in there, you've got to be forceful.
Yeah.
I think that's the key element here. Once you've got to use a bit of speed, which you didn't need to use too much actually.
Yeah.
Not as much as I thought. I think everyone had a pretty straightforward task in getting your chicken. And you just got to keep your nerve, use a bit of force, and then you're halfway there.
After actually killing it, the worst bit was coming back here when you've had people who think it's morally wrong. You've had people who have hurt the chickens. You've got all downbeat lads who aren't happy about the task, and then you would have just gone there, you've butchered the chicken.
It can cause a bit of a friction or division between. And I had that, and to be honest, to a degree, I feel guilty, I feel bad. Then to another degree, on a personal note, from a selfish note, I think, no, fuck it, I've done it. You know, I don't mean that from a selfish point of view. I think you know where I'm coming from with that. I think, you know, I've set out and completed what I was set out to do.
I mean, who knows, in this crazy world, we might end up bloody...
One day having to do that.
Yeah. Not just this event, if in general I go home and I've wimped out for an event, or I'm giving a bit shot, I'll be pissed off at myself, because I know that I will sit there thinking,
what
if?
Could
you just do that?
What if? Coming out in first place, 10 points. Michael there, working it like a Steven Seagal movie. Norman, bit of a sloppy second, and that's why you're second. Good capture, good kill, but you left a bit of that breast sticking out, and that's why you're in second place with 9 points. Richard, right even on the preparation. Hey, we're talking! You're in third place because you were a tiny bit slower than Norman. You got 8 points for that.
Cheers.
John, good work.
Thank you.
Bit slow, bit sloppy. Last warning! You get 7 points for being in fourth. Chris and James, you're tied. You didn't get a chance to go further. We would have liked to see that. You get 6 points each. And Paul, call my bluff, huh? You're in sixth place, Paul, because you got in there and you snuggled with the thing, but you didn't kill it. But you did a little better than Mike, who's in seventh place, because he went in, chased the thing around a little bit, thought I want none of this, and buggered off. If you talk to some of these guys nicely, they might let you get a bit of dinner in you tonight.
Killing that chicken has done John the world of good. He's now only 1 point away from Chris in fourth place and safety. Mike, on the other hand, slips further into the expulsion zone.
Salmonella!
After an emotional day, the boys, including Paul, settle down to eat the chickens.
Jesus. You don't mind pissing out your ass, do you, Norman? Try one.
There's just green stuff on it.
That just looks great.
Grass.
There's enough for me. All right, let's get out the chicks' clothes and turn this party upside down. Oh.
Up next, the Wimps fight for survival in an insane burning barrel race.
Fuck the fire.
Then they've got a live bomb to defuse and a model to rescue in a total mismatch of man and mission.
Welcome back, tool bags. It's time for some more wimp whacking.
These 8 wimps have been to hell and back trying to stay in the Wimps To Warriors camp. After the next 2 trials, the failures will be expelled.
4 of them will be booted out. And it's now time for them to work and fight amongst themselves to find out who is going to hold up the battle honors of glory in the Wimps To Warrior competition.
It's so close anyone could go, but Mike really can't afford a repeat of his chicken disaster. Secretly hidden away in Devon is Ottery St Mary, a breeding ground for real men. Once a year, the bravest in the village strap flaming tar barrels onto their backs and parade their strength. Some say it's a crazy pagan rite to cleanse the streets of evil. We reckon it's one of the most dangerous ways there is for a man to prove he has balls, which is why the Wimps are going to attempt it tonight.
Anyone who knows anything about English country traditions will tell you that if you can't run with a burning beer barrel on your back, you're going to take a kicking from your friends. It's the very essence of being a man in rural Devon. Our wimps will not only have to run with a terrifying barrel inferno, but they'll have to race in groups of 4 up our track and deposit their fiery loads on our monumental pyre at the end. The one who remains coolest on this challenge and gets his barrel to the fire the fastest will be named the King of the Flames.
This fella is Jeff Hodgkinson. He's an expert in tar barrel running and a general fire freak.
Can you see this experience fortifying our would-be men?
I think what's happening here is very typical of what would be happening everywhere, probably in the country 200 years ago. They would be testing themselves against the fire. And your guys here, I think, are going to test themselves. And I think they're going to come out of it empowered for sure. They're going to be enriched, and I think they'll be delighted to have finished. But during it, I think it's going to be tough. Evening, guys.
Evening.
My name's Jeff, and I'm a bit of a tar barrel loony.
Yes.
Oh, does anybody here know about tar barrels?
Yes.
No.
It's something that's been going in England for about 200 plus years.
Right.
And it's only now, it used to happen everywhere, but now it only happens in 4 places in England, where they literally put the tar barrels, burning tar barrels, on their head.
We're carrying a burning barrel on our head.
Yeah. Well, on your back, actually.
All right.
It's a perfect competition, a perfect contest for you guys. So it'll be interesting to see who ends up being the top man.
The barrels will be ignited on the wimps' backs and will be burning at over 800 degrees. The course is a 1,000-metre uphill slog. If they drop their barrel or fall with it, the consequences could be fatal. It's a straightforward battle for the fastest time up the hill. For safety's sake, Craig's sending them up in 2 groups of 4. First away are Geeky John, 7 Stone Michael, Norman the Human Doormat, and Hopeless Hunter Mike. They've got to give it all they can. To keep the flames away from their necks, they need to run fast and bend down, making the wind blow the fire back.
Move it up that hill, you lukewarm pails of piss!
Norman and Mike are pulling away from the other 2. Mike looks like he's trying really hard to recover from his shambles with the chickens.
I was going Norman, and like the flames were coming off it into my face. It's really hard work, you know.
Just 9 metres behind, the weight of the barrel is taking its toll.
You're carrying basically, in my case, double size my weight, so it takes a lot more out of you.
Despite his pathetic 7-stone frame, Michael manages to overtake John and is chasing the others down. John seems completely demoralised.
Just sort of like psyching myself up at the bottom of the hill, but it didn't work. I don't know, it's like I was sort of like saying to myself, I am powerful, I am strong, I am inflammable, but that means you can catch fire, because I don't. Flammable and inflammable seem to be opposite, but they're not.
Mike's only seconds behind Norman and very close to his flames.
I could feel the heat off him, I could feel the barrel slipping. So just saying to myself, put your head down, get your body down till the flames are going backwards. That's what gives you the adrenaline rush, the feel of the heat.
Norman has pulled out a 3-second lead over Mike, but there's still 200 metres to go and anything could go wrong.
I could feel the heat up against my neck, and it began to worry me. I was just afraid of dropping it, and I don't want to cause too much trouble. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I just went for it. At least I came first, you know, that's never happened to me before. I'm glad about that.
That puts Norman first so far, with a time of 5 minutes and 3 seconds, followed by Mike, who's 3 seconds slower, then Michael, and John, who seems to be much better at talking about the event than doing it.
Even if I caught fire, I wouldn't mind. I'm fully fireproofed apart from my face.
So tell us, John, where'd you come?
Last.
All right, get over here, John.
Don't know what to do, really. Nothing I could have done about it.
Heat 2 and another gruelling run up the hill. And it's James the boy matchstick, Paul our human tar barrel, tax clerk Chris and Mummy's boy Richard. Already this fall looked much faster. Richard and Chris are fighting for second place, but the fire is making it very hard.
Pick up the pace!
I can't say I enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, don't think anyone will enjoy running with the flaming barrel up a steep hill.
So James is directly in front of me and I thought, oh my God, so quickly sidestepped out.
James is 10 seconds faster than Norman at this point.
Out of the group, I do seem to be one of the better runners for some reason.
It's a great time by James, beating Norman by 17 seconds, crowning him King of the Flames. Chris is also faster than Norman, securing him second overall. Richard's time of 5 minutes 7 seconds gets him 5th place, but the trial has exhausted him.
When you finish it, your hands hurt from trying to grip so tight, and it was quite grueling.
Paul's 35 seconds behind, 2 seconds slower than John was, and heading for last place. He's not enjoying this.
I'm lugging a great big bloody drum full of petrol up a steep hill. How the hell do you think I feel? Oh, fuck the fire. Oh, fuck off.
Go, Paul!
These nutcases running around with flaming barrels attached to their back. Honestly, they don't need seen to. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not an event that suits him. He's not an athlete really to run up hills.
Yeah, there you go. Drop it and get away from it.
In all honesty, if you notice at the events that Paul doesn't complain about the events that he's won. And that's what I've noticed. I know it's quite a cruel thing to say, but it is absolutely true.
In 8th place, Paul. 7th place, you got 4 points, John. 6th place, Michael. 5th place, Richard. Mike S. moving up the leaderboard. 4th place, 7 points. Norman, storming, rockin', rollin'. He's got 8 points for being in 3rd. Chris, steady, 2nd with 9 points. Number 1, for the first time, I think, that's James. You got 10 points. Now get out of here!
Exhausted, the Wimps head off for just a couple of hours shut-eye. That win has strengthened James's lead, but for Paul, moaning about the barrels won't change the fact that he's now only 1 point away from the expulsion zone. The combined effects of sleep deprivation and the harrowing experience with the flames seems to have united the Wimps in a strange common cause. We're not sure what they're up to, but typically, enthusiasm rather than skill is the order of the day.
What are we making?
Coming up, it's crunch time for the Wimps. Men will stay, boys will be disposed of.
Well, it's the last chance saloon for the Wimps to get out of the shame zone and back into the game zone. And judging by the scores as they are right now, it looks like drinking up time for the two Michaels. But who knows, with double points on offer in this next epic game.
Spies have always been cool guys. Take Sir William Stevenson. He was the heroic spy master Churchill codenamed Intrepid. Spies like Stevenson shagged their way round the world on daring missions, and it's generally accepted that Intrepid is the inspiration for James Bond. For the next trial, the Wimps will be modelling themselves on him.
James may be fictional, but over 2 billion people have seen a Bond movie. That's an awful lot of people who worship a man who's pretended to kill 150 men without getting a single drop of blood on his tux. Let's see how the Wimps handle this.
In this challenge, the Wimps must first abseil down 200 terrifying feet from a crane, then run to rescue a damsel in distress and move her out of harm's way. Then it's bomb defusing time. They'll need a very steady hand to undo and deactivate the fuse. The bomb was constructed by the same people who make the bombs in 007 and is based on a classic tilt switch design. If they fail, they'll blow their chances of a romantic dinner with the damsel. One more thing. The bomb is on a timer, giving them only 6 minutes to achieve their objective.
This is going to test your nerve, it's going to test your courage. It's all because the lady loves roast dinner.
Our man here is Nick Pettit. He's served as a bomb disposal expert for over 20 years, but today he faces his greatest challenge, teaching our Wimps not to blow themselves up.
Do you have a hunch that maybe we've got a bomb disposal expert among us?
You know, you can't judge anybody by their appearance. It can't be done this day and age.
You've learned that from your business, yeah.
And as long as you treat them right and you give them the right encouragement, most people can do anything. Okay, you're going to come down from a height, rescue the girl. Now that's going to be on your mind. Now you need to focus and get that out of your mind and concentrate on what you're going to do. To the top right-hand side, you're going to see a counter. Now that counter's going to be counting down. Remember it's there, okay? But the pressure is that you are dealing with the fuse. What you need to do is get rid of that fuse. Near to the box, there's going to be a set of Allen keys. On the top, you'll see some bolts that need to be undone with the Allen keys. You're then going to lift the fuse up, okay? And you must keep it horizontal. You start shaking and you're going to set the anti-lift device off. And the anti-lift device is a pendulum. Now, if you tilt the device, okay, and they connect, they're going to form a circuit. If they form a circuit, so my advice is keep it horizontal.
If it does go on and it does go off, what happens then?
Then you don't get no dinner, do you?
So we don't get blown into smithereens?
No, hopefully not, no, because I don't want to spend all day picking you up. That would put me right off my dinner.
First up is Michael.
I'm still shitting myself. I'm nervous just in general about doing something so extreme as to what I normally do every day. I still feel a little bit weak, but I think I'll be so much better once I've stepped out of the cage.
Wait till she sees this weedy I'm wandering up.
Just keep your feet on there as long as possible. That's it, keep lowering yourself off.
Michael's abseil is off to a shaky start.
Let go of that one.
Just release your grip on the rope. Just let yourself go.
It's my first time, that's my excuse. I'm a novice. I was never going to do it spot on like a pro.
Looks like he's taking a real stringy shit. Looks like his tapeworm's making an escape and he hasn't opened the chute yet.
He's used up half his time already. What none of the Wimps know is the damsel needs her top removed to free her, and she's not wearing a bra. This should test their ability to stay calm.
I just lost track of everything basically, and one thing led to another, sort of went over basically.
Oh jeez, he's all over the tits like a bad smell.
He really needed to do better than that.
The name's Bond, James Bond. No, it's not. The name's Wilkinson, James Wilkinson.
James may be in the lead now, but even he needs to do well to avoid the shame of elimination.
What did they do in your high school when you ran like a chick? This is the first girl he's ever dealt with that wasn't unconscious. Okay, here you go.
Oh, God, are you all right? I was just under the impression that a farmer's lift would probably be the most stable way to carry someone.
Oh, right there. Look at that. You better get in there and help him.
Right, you best calm down. He's all one. It's a bomb. The whole thing is a bomb.
James is doing a good job, but he's running out of time, and one wrong move here could swing the pendulum and trigger the device.
Bomb safe!
Well done. Excellent.
Good work.
I really enjoyed the abseil. I'm actually scared to death of heights. I wasn't so keen on the semi-naked woman. My wife would not be happy at all. She'll absolutely go spare when I get home. I do apologise.
Chris still seems to be enjoying the experience, though.
Take your time.
Oh no! He's picked up the fuse of his left hand, and he's right-handed. Idiot! Come on, Richard. Don't screw this up.
Well, let's rock!
Deep breaths.
Don't shake the bomb.
He appears to have fucked up horribly.
The name's Sullivan, Michael Sullivan.
Right, let's go. A great start. Phenomenal hand technique with the young lady.
It's straight home with no dinner, if Mike's not manly enough to defuse this little baby.
And then he goes over to the bomb and blew up his fucking lunch.
I just want to finish ahead of Paul, because I know with double points a day, finishing ahead of Paul, even by one place, will get me 1 point ahead of him. It's just so relaxing up there. Wow, this is so cool. And everyone's going to say it was blooming terrifying. It's just so peaceful and tranquil. And the king of the world. The name's Roberts, John Roberts.
Oh, fuck.
Stop talking about it, John, and hurl yourself off the bloody crane.
Come on, come on. Faster, faster, faster. Come on. Come on. I need these points. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck. Bollocks. Fuck. Shit, bollocks.
I run myself out of breath, and being an asthmatic in Lichfield sort of didn't help.
Oh, for the love of... for crying out loud.
You can't teach that.
Wow. Look at him rock.
He's doing an amazing job. Looks like he's going to do it.
Good night. It went off. I'm just hoping that Paul and Norman fail to do the bomb as well, otherwise I'm screwed.
The name's Rutter, Paul Rutter.
Yeah!
It's a voyage of discovery. If I go home tonight, well, all well and good. I've enjoyed myself, faced my personal fears and challenges. God, if I was to go home twice the man I feel right now, which is twice the man I felt a fortnight ago. God knows what I can accomplish when I get home. I'm scared of heights. I'm just very, 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 very nervous.
And what's this? He's taken out a Bible. He's mumbling something. He's pleading. I recognize a plead. Drop the fatty.
Jumping off that edge at the top was such an adrenaline rush.
Paul's given it everything. He's going to fight to stay here. He's made us proud.
Evening. Hi there. Oh, sorry.
The rabbits are out of the cage.
Fuck.
He's looking very good. Yeah. Concentrate, concentrate. You're going so fast. Concentrate.
Great job.
Excellent. Keep it up, keep it up. What you got to do next? You can see that pendulum moving.
Good to have it handy.
Now just concentrate.
Come safe! Fucking right!
I've come to the conclusion now, what's the point in wasting breath saying can't do it, won't do it? Just bloody get yourself up there and give it your best shot and do it.
I've been, you know, dreading going home tonight. And, oh God, I can't believe how high I am at the moment. I'm very determined I'll do anything to stay in the game, even if it means this. His name's Lisgarten, Norman Lisgarten.
Ready, Norman?
Yeah.
Okay, and just remember...
No, not ready for the bang, no.
Okay.
Yes.
Move it, Norman!
I'm not going anywhere.
So just bring it out.
Come on, Norman. One last effort.
If you try and bring your arm right out to the side here.
He's
That's it.
standing on the platform at the basket, and I fired the weapon, what can we say now, 30 seconds ago?
Right, go on. You're all right. Just keep going. Keep going. Excellent, mate. You're doing well. You're doing well. You're doing really well. You see, you've got it. You've got it.
You know that soft part on your skull where you shouldn't get knocked in the first couple of months of your life?
Yeah.
Well, his parents had a ping pong table, right? It's left him incredibly nice, incredibly friendly, but a wee bit challenged. Look at, oh, wow. Nick, what do you say about that? Could you describe that? Is that a plummet?
Can I go?
And he's moving like a shot, like he was fired out of an extremely small caliber weapon, because look at the physique on the guy. It's like a pipe cleaner man with wearing a golf ball. Oh, here he goes.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
It's not like I've never seen a pair of breasts before, you know. She's just human, you know, to pick her up. I didn't really think much of her, to be honest, you know. I mean, I'm sure she's a really nice girl, you know, but that's because of the fact she was topless. Didn't seem to bother me, you know. I've seen loads of breasted blondes in my time, like women, blonde brunettes. The fact that she wasn't wearing anything underneath, I wasn't going to let that put me off. I had a job to do.
He's working the nipple. He's working the nipple. Norman, you perverted madman. I can't. That's not in the contract, Norman. You follow the rules as they're written.
You should get paid for that. Right, calm down, calm down. Look what you're doing. Look at your tools, look at the bomb. Get your breathing right. Where are you going? Look at that, look at what I told you. Where's the fuse? Okay?
So, isn't it?
Right, stop. You're gonna blow yourself up here. You need to calm down. You need to concentrate. Remember what I told you.
Yeah.
Block everything out, calm down, and think. What was the first thing I told you?
Unscrew the nuts.
Right, do it then. Look at the time, it's kicking away. You're shaking. Regulate your breathing. That's it.
It's just this bond between success and failure for Norman.
Can't believe that happened. I just can't believe it. It's just the worst day of my life. I literally blew it. feel really bad. I feel so stupid, you know. I feel like a total idiot. You know, the other guys, you know, they've been absolutely superb. You know, everyone, you know, they're really bright, they know what they're doing, and I'm just really slow. You know, I've enjoyed every single second of it, and I wish I could do it all again.
Storm and Norman!
You know, I know where I've gone wrong, and you know, I wish I had that second chance, but it's not going to happen.
Absolutely brilliant, I've done it!
I'm above you! I'm above you! I'm above you!
I am above you. I'm still a bit shaken up, but proud. I'm really proud.
I just have to take each day that comes at me and, you know, stop messing about. Just really work at it.
After 9 grueling trials, it's time to boot out the 4 most pathetic wimps. Michael, Mike, Norman and John must go, having proved themselves unworthy to grace Craig's man camp any longer. Mike, the Welsh drip, is heading back to the valleys. Still a wimp.
Over 1,000 degrees.
We'll miss him, but not much. Featherweight Michael failed to punch above even his pathetic weight, and for that reason, he's out of here.
I struggled, I couldn't do it.
Turns out his girl's job is all he's cut out for. Ah, John. He really has tried hard.
I just don't like that.
To annoy everyone.
I'm sorry for being such a jackass about the place.
We'll miss his gangly frame and misplaced cockiness.
That was stunningly easy.
Brave wimps, we salute you. Now get the hell out of here.
Say your goodbyes, and it's a pleasure knowing you, seeing you, and take care of yourselves. Cheers.
Well done.
Well done, Chris. Nice. Touch my hair again, you're dead.
Oh! Chill then. Yeah.
Chill.
Typically, the wimps take their fate lying down. Apart from John, who's decided to have a little girly hissy fit.
We've lost some really, really good, funny people.
Camp, haven't they?
But we've gained 4 sofas.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I thought I would be going home today, and I was really preparing myself for going home and seeing my wife and son again, which is going to be hard because it's in a week and a half, and I miss them so much. But then again, I'm going to have the chance to actually finish this thing, do everything, the whole 3 weeks, and that, you know, that's something that's going to be good for me and it's going to keep me going for a long time.
Next time on Wimps to Warriors, the wimps get in a knot.
It can't be that f***ing difficult, can it?
Play car polo. Paul has a close shave with death.
It's just so scary.
And there's a mutiny in the camp.
We are completely and utterly pissed off.
Show me the moon and the stars and the tides. Curl into nothing. Shoot to the sky.